Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we have Elger with us, and he's gonna talk. Woo! Give it up! Oh yeah! You must have seen him before doing his awesome presentations on hacker camps all around the world in England, on MCH. And last MCH was awesome, and what happened afterwards and how it went, he will now explain to you all in his talk, the MCH 2022 aftermath. So please give it up for Elger Jonker.
So they have a template presentation with a rainbow background, which animates, so awesome product. So the MCH aftermath, I want to start with what this talk might answer. Where is that awesome drone footage? Where are the statistics? How are we doing financially? Are there any loose ends? What's next for 2025? Will 2025 happen at all? We don't know. We have to find out. And what's the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything? And there might be a controversial answer. So there's been a lot of awesome stuff. There have been a few very professional photographers on site. This is a picture by The Nerd. And I had a drone during this event and did drone shots every day. And I compiled that into an after movie. I would like to show it to you. It has audio, and this audio has been okayed by the publisher, so we can actually publish this song. It's a nice drum and bass artist, Nelver, and Liquidity is the label that said, like, yeah, you can go ahead for your cause. Let's go. Right. So that was a lot of work. Thank you for posting all these awesome pictures on the social media platform that will never be named. And hope next time we'll have a better drone with better night vision, because that. Well. Anyway, let's go over the other thingies. I love this picture, by the way. It's really, really nice. I think I want to do a poll. There's like talks that people want to have a smaller stage now. So who wants to, like, let's divide the room. Who wants to have a bigger stage? Raise your hand. Who wants to have a smaller stage? Okay, there's like... well, that's...
Why don't you just do a bigger stage for those who want to have a bigger stage,
yeah.
and then a smaller stage for
I love the way you think. So for the viewers, let's do a bigger stage for those who want a bigger stage and a smaller stage for those who want a smaller stage. Thank you very much. Or maybe have a large stage and have the camp on the stage. Anyway. So statistics, we had 20 tickets sold in total, 80 friend tickets handed out for free to a major discount, 1,106 cars that we know of, 155 campers, 513 shuttle tickets, and 2,485 merch items, hoodies, jackets, whatever. So that's a lot. Are there any loose ends? Yes, of course. It's a large organization. It's a large festival. There's always loose ends. Agreco had some issues with delivering the power supplies before the event, so that caused some burnout in the power team. And we still have to talk to them and how they will fix this. They're a very nice and decent company, so that will be fine if we go to them next time. But we have to prevent that this will happen again. So, and they are aware of what they did. So there's no friction there. It's just a loose end. There's nothing really weird. They feel shame. So. Scouting landgoed, we rented the landgoed at Scouting, and in the end we got less fields than we ordered. So, and it was it cost a lot of shit. We had to shuffle things around, and people doing extra work. Scouting also doing extra work. They should. And what we did is calculated the square meters. Subtracted the meters that we didn't get, and we withheld that from the payment to Scouting. So, because they insisted on paying them in full, but I don't think so. So that's a loose end there. We also did not have an evaluation yet, so they want to pay in full before the evaluation. That's not going to happen. So maybe they also have issues, right? Maybe they also have damages that we don't know of. So that was strange. So there will be an evaluation on this. There's a water vendor that we always used on this terrain, or that Scouting always used, that did not deliver. Instead, we had many camp zone helpers. MCH, yeah, exactly. So. And visit Hack Zone this summer. Shameless plug. And they fixed a lot of shit for this. Ridiculous. So we cannot thank them enough, and we have to look out for a water vendor next time, because that's something you cannot do wrong. Otherwise, you will not have an event. And we will close the financial year, which is just boring and basic, and that will happen somewhere next year, somewhere this year. I have some picture by Chris from the DVD. How are the finances? We got over 1,000 startup donations. That made it possible to start organizing the event at all, because of all the weird constraints with COVID and down payments and increase in now you had to pay full in advance instead of like way late, because it will be fine. The entire sector changed. The entire event sector changed in the years during COVID. And yeah, of course, it's fully understandable. So we had to pay a lot of money in order to get started, which was a lot lower in the SHA event. There's a €1.5 million turnover around, which is an insane amount. It's just ridiculous. This is the bank account, how it looks, how much money we have on it. And you see that, yeah, here's like the, here do we start? I don't know, here do we start? I don't know how this got changed. So probably did something aesthetically correct, and then I forgot the arrow. But it starts here, it's a flat line, and then here you get the bar and turnover and such, and the sales from all the vendors and such, the food vendors. And then you slowly see something very scary. You see, like, we're paying taxes and such, and at one point the accountant was busy like putting all these invoices into the system, and we got this letter like then if you don't hand in the numbers that you actually run, so we do a lot of turnover in a quarter, and then the next we don't do anything again. But if you don't say that you don't do anything again, they assume you do the same as before. That sucks a little bit. If you are a self-employed person, you know these letters, probably, and they are like a lot of bark, but no bite, if you are not doing this every time. And that's already been corrected, so that's good. So how are we? We're standing now. We started with about 50K. Yeah, during the making of these slides, we found that we were 11 cents short of 1337, so we donated this colossal amount of 11 cents. If you, in the Netherlands, you have to pay VAT, we did, and we will get 100,000 and 110,000 euros back from the tax authority in VAT. Which is nice. There will be some invoices that will be paid, and we will end up with a nice 100,000 euros. So, hooray. And that is including the ridiculous amount of like sponsoring that we got this time. I think I forgot it. Like we had like 200,000 euro sponsor turnover. 185,000, like ridiculous. That money just poof, evaporated just because of higher prices. And it would be nicer to do something cooler with it, but it just evaporated. So what is this? This is run by the IFCAT Foundation. What will this do the coming years? It will support, it will continue to support a growing hacker community. So if you want to start a hackerspace in your region, and we can reimburse the startup costs of that. You can set up a legal entity for this, for example. If you have a project that grows the hacker community in some way or another, we might support that financially for a startup cost, for example, or if you want to have a sample of something and kickstart it. That's things that we support, and we hope with that to grow the community and have a lot of a bigger event in the future. So if you're in doubt, if you have something that is a little bit out of the lines, just ask info@ifcat.org, or me, or Henry, or somebody from projectleiding, and it will end up with the right people anyway, and then we can help out. So that's that. Also, what will happen for the next event? We tried to register. It works, but we showed it to some. If you can see a flaw in it, please. ChatGPT helped us with this. So, will 2025 happen? 2025 should be the normal year where there would be a Dutch Hacker Camp. I think the year itself will happen. And the community also, yeah, it looks very good. Like events like HackerHotel really keep the engine running and make the scene larger and more positive and a lot of fun. So I think yes. So let's go. Then there is some change in the board. I did the event for SHA 2017 as chair and the MCH, but I also want to come as a visitor and just like help out where it's needed, and instead of change my have my whole life dedicated towards the event like for years. If you'd like that, I know my sales pitch is very strong. It is actually a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of people. You can challenge your organizational skills. You can, well, basically make the world a better place through an awesome community, free access to knowledge, and yeah, just fun people, good vibes. Yeah, there's a vacancy in the board. I will be leaving. I will not leave the community. I'll stay there. I'll help out with the next event, of course, with networking and just contacts and maybe meetings. This is always a dangerous slope, right? Before you know it, just when I was out, they pull me back in. So if you want to be on the board of IFCOT, please talk to me or Henry. There is a very non-transparent, non-democratic way how we decide if you're right. We might approach also some people to help out in the board. And know that the board itself is not the one that's running the organization. So the board is a legal vehicle that's to be disposed of, basically, like Yoshi in video games. So it's just a legal entity. The event production itself happened this time through projectleiding. It's a team of 5 people, and you can be on the board and not be in projectleiding. I recommend to do both, because you need to keep your feet on the ground, and you need to get your hands dirty as well. I don't believe in that you can do that from a hammock somewhere up in a tree and have people running around. That doesn't work. If you'd like to challenge yourself, if you'd like to look forward to something like this, please talk to me or Henry afterwards. I think, yeah, then the last one. What's the answer to the ultimate question about life, the universe, and everything? Let me hear it. Okay, let's count down in 3, 2, 1.
42.
Thank you. 42. All right, it's wrong. Sorry. So thank you. That's that's it from me. Are there any questions?
Why 6?
It could be G or F.
Any other questions to Stitch? Elger, sorry. No? Okay. Thank you. One last question.
There will be a mic.
Just to improve on your sales pitch, could you mention, 1 or 2 specific awesome moments of being a chair of IFCOT?
Ooh. Fuck. Fuck. I was not on fire. Yeah. Now for the event, I can do some, but that is projectleiding. Like IFCOT doesn't really exist for me. This just a legal entity. But the event, like projectleiding, also needs people. So, and that is just event production, and that's a lot of fun. It's very stressful last time because of COVID, but that's also a lot of fun. You meet a lot of fun people, and one of the things that stuck with me was the moment where can't do it. I love you. No, it was a moment where we were. I can do it, guys. Sorry. It was so awesome. I just can't do it now. So I'm a puddle now. Sorry, Niels. So no, what we did was there was this moment in the night where I had this big audio box and was playing polka music, and I was on a golf car with a unicorn on it. God damn it. And we drove through the radio studio to annoy them. So the radio studio had the brilliant... we were planning the map, and we put the radio studio next to the stage, because the radio studio does interviews all day, and we have like this big stage with extremely big speakers. So the radio shows were a bit mangled and terrible because of that. Sorry. And I just entered the stage. I entered with Koen, I think. We were sync. I was driving there with loud polka music blasting out of the speaker of the golf cart, and walking into the radio studios like la 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 polka music, happy vibes. That was such fun, and that was the moment where like the last shift for me was over. Everything was fine. Nobody was on fire. Everybody was happy. So that was one of the best moments in my life. 2 days of mate, beer, and no sleep.
Thanks for that awesome story. Thank you so much for your talk.
Thank you.